Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Review, as we review the latest and greatest in entertainment. Today we'll be focusing on television and discussing a show I have recently watched. So the plan ahead in terms of reviewing television on this channel is I do want to caution for any light spoilers I may give. First and foremost, but usually I don't give any spoilers in my reviews. But we will be discussing the overview of the show, meaning maybe seasons that you may have missed that are important, and catching you guys up on who creates the show, who's in the show, so on and so forth. Then I will proceed to review the program and wrap it up before we go. And if there are predictions that I may have, sometimes I'll add them in there if they're necessary. Now, let's review. So let us begin with the overview and the road so far in regards to the television series we'll be discussing. The Good Place is an American fantasy comedy television series created by Michael Schur. The series focuses on Eleanor Shellstrop, played by Kristen Bell, who wakes up in the afterlife and is introduced by Michael, who's portrayed by Danson, to the Good Place, a highly selective, heaven-like utopia he designed as a reward for her righteous life. However, she realizes that she was sent there by mistake and must hide her morally imperfect behavior while trying to become a better and more ethical person. William Jackson Harper, Jameela Jamil, and Manny Jacinto co-star as other residents of the Good Place, together with Carden as Janet, an artificial being who knows all the information in the universe and can produce any item out of thin air, abilities which she uses to help the inhabitants of the Good Place. Moving along with the review of the program, the series was ripe with fresh concepts touching on ethical and moral philosophical themes, creative execution of storytelling, the writing was loving, and the world building was unique unlike any I've ever seen before. The performances shined in every sense of the word, and overall the show was just one to behold and love beyond reason. I'd like to particularly highlight how great each performances were, from the heartfelt Ted Danson to the brave Kristen Bell to the loving Manny Jacinto, the thoughtful William Jackson Harper, alongside the majestic Jameela Jamil and the out-of-this-world Carden. The show also did a great job of keeping you engaged whilst also keeping you guessing on what would happen next. So moving on to the themes that matter. This is the segment where I discuss some themes and messages that I felt the medium was trying to portray as best I can in my own interpretation. The show asks many questions, but the one I'd like to highlight in the themes that matter most of all is the question of what it means to be good. The show never gave a definitive definition of what they feel like it means to be good, and the reason why this works is because they didn't need to tell you. It mostly showed you through the characters. Their faults, imperfections, all helped to highlight their greater good qualities. And in a way, the question still remained even at the end of the series, because it's not about what it means to be good. It's about the choice you make and what that choice means to you and how you live it every single day. So now we are going to be moving on to the wrap-up before we go on this TV series. The show never had a dull moment in its sight. Its love and care shines in its means of themes and story. It's one of those shows that is must-see and has you on the edge of your seat with its richly black comedy and its exhilarating, conceptual, engaging story, which is why it's one that I'll miss and one that I'll never forget, which is why I strongly recommend you check it out if you haven't already. So that has been my review. If you like what you saw here, please subscribe to both my channels and also let me know what you thought about the medium we discussed down below. Thank you. Bye.